YouTube. This is going to be my third battle where I climb up the Showdown Ladder for VGC in 2015. And I'm actually currently making another one, the last one I did, but, I felt like doing another one anyways, so there might be a slight bit of lag because this program eats RAM, but it shouldn't be too bad actually. Searching for an opponent, it's probably not going to be noticeable. And here's the opponent. It looks like they're running a standard Tailwind Kangaskhan team. I don't know. If I lead with my Blaziken, would be a good lead against their Landorus Therian and their Murkrow and their Kangaskhan. But the trouble with that is Suicune is like a really popular lead because of Tailwind. They also have access to Icy Wind and Scald and a whole bunch of stuff I don't want my Blaziken to have to deal with. Plus they have access to Snarl. So I don't want to lead with my Blaziken. I think I'm going to conserve them for late game. But then again, they might lead with the Kangaskhan so they can get the Fake Out in Tailwind and set up the Tailwind easier. That would be bad. I think I'm going to lead with my Rotom Wash, because then if he leads with the Kangaskhan, Suicune for the Fake Out Tailwind, he'll be forced to Fake Out my Rotom Wash, or else I'll get a free discharge off. And if he does Fake Out them, then I'll be able to do something with the other guy. Let's see, so who should the other guy be is the question now. I don't want it to be Blaziken, because even with the Fake Out, it's too risky. So, how about I bring in, with my Rotom Wash, Amoonguss. Amoonguss will be nice, because they can resist the discharge, plus then they'll be forced to either take a discharge with their Suicune, or take a Spore from my Amoonguss. And even if they lead with someone like Landorus, then I can still threaten Landorus with the Hydro Pump. And then same thing with the Volcarona. If they try and lead with the Volcarona to counter my Amoonguss, then Rotom Wash, But if they do lead with the Sylveon, now that could be some trouble. I don't know, let's see, I am going to lead with, I'm going to leave in the back. I'll need my Gardevoir for the Sylveon, because if my leads don't work out, I'm going to need my Sylveon in the back to help me counter that, I'm going to need my Gardevoir in the back, to counter the Sylveon. So, yep. I'm going to bring in the back Gyarados will work fine. And they lead with Volcarona and the Murkrow. So this is kind of a bad situation for my Amoonguss, and I'm actually guessing that they're gonna go for a they're actually probably gonna go for a Quiver Dance here. So I'm going to go for an Electro Web to decrease speed and to hit the Murkrow super effective. And then I'll switch into my Gyarados, because my Gyarados can paralyze the Volcarona with Thunder Wave, and then I can also get the Paraflinch combo onto Murkrow and stuff. Although I don't really think I need it. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the Electro Web's going to do a lot. Oh, and they go for the Tailwind with Murkrow, and they go for the Fiery Dance, or yeah, but I'm not too worried about that. That's part of the reason I switched into Gyarados too. On top of the fact that I thought they might have went for their Quiver Dance, but they actually didn't. I'm actually going to go for a Thunder Wave onto the Volcarona. They did go for a Tailwind though, so that's a bit annoying. But even if they try and switch out, oh, actually they switched into Landorus Therian, which was a good switch on their part. Well, I'm gonna need to withdraw my Rotom Wash into my Amoonguss, and I'm gonna go for a Protect for now. I'm just gonna try and use the Kangaskhan's Fake Out to get a free switch here, because I'm really in a bad position since I'm locked into the Electro Web with my Rotom Wash, and I'm not carrying Rocky Helmet on my Amoonguss, by the way. I'm carrying the Mental Herb. I'm pretty sure I previously said that in a different video, but just in case I didn't, I am using a Mental Herb Amoonguss, and I'm positive I did say that before. But they're probably going to target my Amoonguss with the Landorus, and then go for another, I mean, not with the Landorus, with the Kangaskhan, and then go for another Rock Slide. So I'm going to probably want to bring in my, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to bring in my Rotom Wash. They can take it fairly well, more than my Gardevoir can. My Gardevoir isn't physically built. Actually, it's not just that, they're offensive, but Gardevoir is not really physically good, because their defense stat is really bad, and they actually double-edged the Rotom Wash, so good for them. They go for a knockoff. Oh, so they're actually not using a Choice Scarf Landorus, so that's good to know. And I'll go for my Gyarados. I could get off and Intimidate for switching into Gyarados, so now they're both at -1. And it's possible that I might survive something like a double edge onto my Amoonguss because of the drop in attack from them, but I'm not sure exactly. I could see them still doing a lot. I can now go for the Waterfall onto them, though. They might be going for a Rock Slide, I think. I'm gonna want to Spore onto the Kangaskhan, actually. And then I'm gonna want to Waterfall, because really the only guy they have to switch into is their Volcarona, but that would still be super effective anyways. They might be running Protect though, because of the fact that they're not running a Choice Scarf set, but they actually go for the Rock Slide. Hopefully I don't flinch here. Of course a flinch. So at least I get off the Spore though, so that was good. I'm gonna go for another switch and a Protect. Just because I don't want my Gyarados to go down. I'm going to Mega Evolve here, and I'm going, oh, and their Landorus Therian's actually not that physical, because my Gardevoir is not very bulky at all in their physical defense, and it only did like 29%. So yeah, that's a very big surprise there. Hyper Voice, and then back into Amoonguss. Oh wow, they actually take that Hyper Voice fairly well. I'm going to go for a Protect with my Gardevoir, and then a Spore onto the Landorus Therian. This is a risky play though, because they could wake up with their Volcarona, and they could also get the flinch, but they actually go for the knockoff. But that's fine with me though. My Mental Herb wasn't really going to help in this battle. I go for the Hyper Voice again, and I'll go for a Giga Drain onto the Landorus Therian to hopefully get them into KO range next turn. And they actually go for the switch, but that's fine too. I'm guessing they're just trying to get off the, I think they're just trying to get rid of the, attack drop that I gave them earlier on. They're probably gonna go for a fake out now, so I'm just gonna double protect. Oh, and their, Volcarona's special attack went up because of the, dance that they just used, which is bad. Yeah, I don't want to risk them using a fake out. You know what? I'm gonna have to go for a hyper voice and a waterfall to get rid of that. Oh, they actually go for the switch, so that's great for me. I'm gonna go for the double protect just to avoid any fake out damage that they might try to get off. And I'm just gonna hyper voice and waterfall for game. That's gonna be the end of it. So they go for a sucker punch, but that's not gonna matter after the hyper voice hits. And that's game. Let's scroll down here and see what my new rating is. Well, my new I don't know, there's really not a name for what it is, but you get this